And the thing is, certain goal points and milestones exist for multiple people, right? But they don't exist in the same sequence, right? So you could spend all your time going around Karate Mountain just to get a black belt, or there could have been somebody that was like a pilot in their life and they just flew over Karate Mountain and just happened to get the black belt caught in their wing on they way to the space race or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It was minor to them, but in your life, they don't disregard your time. It's just there are certain points in space that are kind of identified with certain information, so to speak, sort of kind of like my wife would be like a sign of my journey, like a reflection of the pride I took in my life, right? In a way, right? An identity to the work I did, right? If I can't do it myself, and a man must be broken to live for tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Your wife identifies that in whatever world she lives in, right? So it's the same thing with that. You like just like with this fucking grid, right? Like say here is music mastery. Say here is golf and tennis or whatever. You might have spent all your time over here in music world, right? But this person on their way to they say golf pageant, they only had to dip their little foot in this corner to get to where it's going. It just so happened that this corner was like the championship for you, right? It just so happened it was your zenith. But for them, it don't make your daytime more valuable. It's just they exist in the space where they didn't have to do that according to their storyline. Because they could have this whole nother mountain of stuff to go towards where you just happen to spend all your time or your time here because that was necessary for your identity or for whatever you was. And we don't all like the same colors. We take pride in our different astronomical signs, right? So why can't you take pride in the different colors of your life? Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? Just because your goals look the same when you might cross paths at certain moments, all those cross paths leads to is what? Bitterness and conflict. That's all it leads to. There ain't no conflict, ain't no pressure neither. There's no pressure and there's no freezing neither. Because you can learn to enjoy that look from the other side of the glass. Even if it's like a frosty, like whatever, breath bomb. It don't really fucking matter. You assume that we got the same thing by the same means, and that's impossible. That's what it is. It's like you have certain points that can exist near each other, but that don't mean they must be done the same way, right? Like you can get certain things on your way to do certain other things, right? Like I could become a drummer by making beats on a computer, right? Not necessarily spending all my time in front of a drum, right? Right? I can write music while I run, right? Right? Better than I could sitting down, probably, right? Based off the rhythm of your body, right? It feeds you information, right? But you wouldn't know that if you subscribe to one way of being, right? You wouldn't. And you would assume that that person is playing unfair or he's cheating by some kind of means or he's tapped into some unknown system when he does, you know what I'm saying? That no, you wouldn't know it, right? So how could you ever judge it? Unless you're a bitch, a broken bitch that don't see no glory in their life, that can only provide destruction. From those who volunteer themselves over, right? Because it takes two to tango, don't it? So I mean, what can you say? What can you do? What can you say? What can you say? There is nothing. Like there's no comparing us. There is nothing, right? There's no. I saw this show Have and Have Nots, right? How come God didn't shine a light on your life? Like, bitch, we ain't in the same lane, motherfucker. Like you so smart, you so high up, and you don't know that. You just some classy trash, some classy trash, some beautiful bullshit. Who else didn't fall for that? Who else did not fall for that?